call me Yoshikage Kira. I'm currently 33 years old. Also, I've yet to marry. In order to make a living, I work for Kameo department stores. I don't like smoking, but do enjoy the occasional drink. After a long day's work, I return home no later than 8 p.m. I'm always in bed by 11 p.m. And I make it a point to get no less than 8 hours of sleep each night. Before bed, I drink a warm glass of milk. It's always coupled with 20 minutes of stretching to decompress from the long workday. Sweet dreams are the usual result of this. I then awake as refreshed and recharged as a newborn child. This may be a foreign concept, but I choose not to concern myself with winning or losing, life's troubles, or enemies who bring sleepless nights. For as long as I can remember, I've done everything in my power to live a productive life that allows me to pursue a lasting inner peace. It's what brings me happiness in a world fraught with hardship and misery. That is how I cope with this backwards life we find ourselves living.
Gardens are tended, not just watched. Should a gardener not pluck the weeds? When I was invited here, I thought you would teach me divine justice. But all you seem to do is watch while these monsters stain existence with each other's blood. You give corruption far too much credit. Evil does not inform good. It sullies it, like the Barbary sullied their world with violence, and that arrogant Goku sullied the sacred ground by swinging his fists at a god. Mortals receive the divine gift of intellect, the potential for wisdom, but they misuse it to destroy the beauty of creation. Mortals do not succumb to evil, they are the evil. They create it and spread it with minds they shouldn't possess. How can we call ourselves gods if we watch this plight and do nothing to stop it?
This is a battle with swords, not some fistfight. As long as one of us is still breathing, then this fight's not over.
You're making this a fight to the death? Why? There's no reason!
You mean you need a reason to fight? Why don't you just accept it? You crave power, isn't that right? You enjoy fighting as much as I do. And anyone who truly loves power, loves to measure that power in battle. It's a simple fact. The question is, do we fight in order to gain more power, or do we gain more power in order to fight? I haven't figured it out yet. But who cares? Because one thing is for certain. There is no reason we should ever deny it or try to change, because we were born this way. You have always wanted to fight, and you always will. It's part of you. You do it instinctively. You have no choice but to fight. Because it's the only way to gain power. If you want to control that power, fight! Take your sword and cut down your enemies!
But why? Why do something like that? Do you get some sick pleasure out of watching people get eaten alive?
I wouldn't call it pleasure. I just find it interesting. Does that sound a bit crazy to you? Well, the fact is most people want to see cruelty. Don't get me wrong, I think peace is a wonderful thing, but something about it just feels lacking. We've pushed death out of sight and mind. Now that's no way to live. Death is always near in nature. And some might think me abnormal for investigating such things. But to them I'd say I faced this cruel world head-on. And because I bothered to deepen my understanding of death, I can accept it when my time comes. See, it's about education. My boys learned from watching their dogs eat your sister.
Do you not feel any remorse?
Well, I guess I get what you mean. If something that horrible were to happen to one of my children, my heart would break, no question. You poor devils. It's a shame you had to be born Eldian. Look, that is your people's true form. All it takes is some Titan spinal fluid, and any one of you will turn into a man-eating monster. The whole of humanity would feel safer if you Eldians would just disappear. We wish we could eradicate you from this world!
You what?
I have no trouble sleeping at night, because I'm not really killing humans. If you had restored Eldia, you'd be butchering us Marleyans right now. Where's your remorse, you murderous devil?
You're lying. You've always lied, but I know the truth. Our founder, Ymir, helped this continent to prosper.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
No!
Say, since your history's so
Damn it,
wonderful,
let me
why don't
go!
you share it with your friend down there?
No! You can't do this to me! I'm a human being!
Ooh, hear that? Your sister's calling for you!
There was a moment in the middle of combat when you actually said you gave up. Surrender is an outcome far worse than defeat. I won't tolerate that kind of weak behavior from a Saiyan.
Right, I'm so sorry.
Never forget what you are, damn it! Where is your Saiyan pride?
My Saiyan pride? What does that mean?
It means strength.
Oh, well then, I'll try to make myself stronger, just like you! Not to presume.
Set your sights higher!
You got it!